Madam Benny was known in parts of Edo State as a helper. She dressed well, spoke softly, and always smelled of expensive perfume that made village mothers trust her. She told stories of Lagos, of tall buildings, schools with shining floors, and futures that waited only for brave young women. Behind her smiles, however, was a different truth. One hidden inside a quiet house in Lagos everyone called Madam Benny's lodge. The lodge stood in a crowded street, painted cream with fading red gates. To outsiders, it looked like a guest house. Inside, it was a world ruled by Madam Benny's voice, sharp, controlled, final. The girls lived there, worked there, cried there. The rooms were small, the curtains always drawn, hope thinner than the mattresses they slept on. Madam Benny didn't force anyone at first. She preferred promises. She would visit villages, sit with young women under mango trees, and speak of school registrations and city opportunities. "I will train you," she would say. "You'll be somebody." Many believed her. Sandra was one of them. Sandra was smart, gentle, and tired of watching her dreams shrink in the village. When Madam Benny spoke, Sandra saw a door opening. Her mother cried tears of relief when Sandra left, believing her daughter was going to Lagos to become educated, independent, proud. Lagos welcomed Sandra with noise and speed, but not with school. The first night at the lodge, Sandra sensed something was wrong. The girls avoided her eyes. Laughter sounded forced. When she asked about school, Madam Benny laughed softly and said, "First, you must help me recover the money I spent bringing you here." That was the beginning. Sandra learned quickly that the lot of stepping stone itwakaj. Men came and went. Money exchanged hands she never got to touch. Each night, Sandra returned to her room, sat on the edge of her bed, and cried quietly into her pillow so no one would hear her breaking. She missed her mother. She missed the village air. She missed the girl she used to be. Madam Benny ruled the house with fear and manipulation. "You owe me," she would remind them. "Police won't help you. Where will you run to?" And for a long time, Sandra believed her. But pain has a way of sharpening courage. In the lodge, Sandra met other women with stories like hers, different villages, same lie. Together, they whispered plans late at night. Together, they reminded each other they were human, not property. Slowly, Sandra began to save small amounts of money, hiding it carefully, patiently. One evening, everything changed. A customer noticed Sandra's silence, her sadness, the way she flinched at Madam Benny's voice. He wasn't like the others. Instead of ignoring it, he listened. And for the first time, Sandra told the truth, not everything, but enough. Help came quietly. And somewhere in Lagos, the lodge that once swallowed dreams stood empty while Sandra's future, finally, truly began. Freedom didn't fix everything overnight. Healing was slow. Trust took time. But Sandra found support, counseling, and eventually, a real opportunity to go back to school, this time without lies attached. Years later, Sandra stood in a classroom, not as a victim, but as a survivor. She used her story to warn other young women, to speak where silence once lived. And somewhere, in Lagos, the lodge that once swallowed dreams stood empty while Sandra's future, finally, truly began.